Guys, this is Rachel, and I wanted to answer a question that I've already had in the group about sharing versus selling. And I talk about that a lot. And it was something that my coach really shared with me before I became a coach because I am not a salesperson. Yes, I do make commission off of challenge packs, workout programs and Shakeology, and yes, people order those through my website, but I am not just a salesperson for Beachbody. I have tried to be a salesperson before, and it does not work for me. It does not fit my personality. And a salesperson to me is just somebody who sells a product. But I don't go on Facebook or social media and just say, hey, buy 21 Day Fix, buy Shakeology from me. What I do when I say I share and I don't sell is that we tell our story. And everybody that's a coach has a story. Some of them may have started out as a challenger. May have started out, with their own fitness as their goal and ended up being a coach. Some people start out with that same goal, but they start out as a coach and they transform themselves while they help other people do the same. And if I'm selling, then I'm just concerned about selling somebody a challenge pack, but I'm not. I am more concerned about helping somebody, asking questions, forming relationships, and that's how I help challengers and get them in my challenge group. Because while I do help people find a workout program, help them, figure out if Shakeology is right for them. And if they decide to do it, that's great. And it does help me financially. But that's not my number one goal. My number one goal is to help people make a change, and I help lots of people who will never, ever buy anything from Beachbody, who will never be in my challenge groups. It's more about investing in people's lives and sharing my story and what has worked for me, and helping people figure out what might work for them. And sometimes, like I said, it's not a Beachbody program. Sometimes it's not Shakeology. It's not for everybody. So that's what I mean by sharing and not selling. Obviously, yes, if we're going to make an income, we're going to have to, somebody's going to have to buy something, and they do that through your Beachbody page, which we'll talk about more later on. But that's what I mean, and I hope that makes it clearer about what I mean by that and what Melanie meant by it. And Michelle, you asked a question about, should you be in shape before you get started, and the answer is definitely not. I know some very, very, very successful coaches. My coach, who's the number one coach in the organization, was not where she wanted to be whenever she started. I wasn't where I wanted to be when I started. I've been able, well, I did start out as a challenger. I have been able to change my body a whole lot, as a coach, and that's why I became a coach, because I knew that it would provide me that accountability and that support, to keep me focused on my own nutrition and my own workouts and changing my own physical health. So no, you definitely do not have to be this perfect, perfect body, perfect clean eater, perfect to anything. People actually relate more to people who are going through it with them. So do not think that you have to get everything the way you want it to physically before you can help somebody else, because that is not true. So I hope this helps answer some of those questions. If you still have more questions, please ask me, because that's what this group is about. It's to help you figure out if this might be right for you. So I look forward to more questions, and I'll talk to you guys some more this week.